again. Hit record. Okay, and clap. 3, 2, 1.
This is gonna be so.
Okay, we'll wait for you. It's fine.
Okay.
Audio might be going in.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Clap.
Clapped.
Okay, good. So we should be synced up. Okay. Great. Yeah. Okay, Joe, start.
Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to Three-Way Split. It's me, JP, with Conor and Krzysztof. This is the first ever podcast we'll be doing, and we'll just be discussing pretty much anything we want, saying shit we want, making jokes, talking about whatever the fuck.
Thank you, Joe, for explaining what a podcast is. It's not like...
No, a lot of podcasts are actually well set up. We're just going in like fully blind. We're not. There's no planning to this at all.
There's
we're just
no
going
planning
in.
to this at all. We're just
Literally,
talking.
we just came up with a name, and
Who was it that came up with the idea of this? It was
me.
I think, look, we've all floated this idea around for the last 10 years.
I started the idea by saying we should do a podcast around a table when literally everyone pretty much ignored me.
Yeah.
And then I said it again about
2 weeks
a month ago?
Huh?
I'd say I was 2 weeks or a month ago, and then everyone was just like, no, we shouldn't do that. We should do a normal podcast first, then that. Which I did prefer the idea of that type of podcast.
And then we forgot, basically we had the date set, and then we forgot about that. And then we came to me, Krzysztof and you got drunk, and then we're like, let's fucking do this! And then now we're here, so unfortunately...
a few days later.
Krzysztof? I thought it was just me and you that got drunk.
No, he was there that time. It was the other time we got drunk.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of when we was
You're
on
thinking
there.
that...
Oh yes,
Guys.
because we're just proper lads like that. We go drunk every
We're just
single
proper lads.
night, all that, you know how it is.
Yeah.
You say about drinking every single night. I literally drank last night, the night before, and the night before that. I'm not an alcoholic, as I.
I mean, look. We all need to be drinking right now, because as of time of recording, this is going to be a historical document. Right now it is, 38 degrees Celsius, I think?
Yeah,
it's gone down
something
to
like that.
36.
It is legit. We are, look, here's the thing, viewers at home. We were waiting for Krzysztof to show up, as we have spent the last 10 years of our friendship doing.
No, I know what you're going to say.
But also,
you dick.
we were really worried that Krzysztof died in the heat.
No,
so.
I kept joking and saying Krzysztof died in the heat. That's what's
But
happened.
no, the thing is though, you say that, but when I was away, it was actually colder than it is here for once. I say colder, not as in it was freezing. It was still hot, but it was something like, I don't know, 24, 25 degrees.
Yeah. Hey, Krzysztof, you bring the light and the energy and the sunshine with you, because you're just so wonderful.
No,
Did you interrupt me to make that stupid joke?
This is good. This is a good, actually, a really good conversation of our friendship, unironically.
I don't even, what the fuck just happened?
I'm
so
being
good.
nice. I just want to bring positive energy.
That. That sounded a bit harsh. I'm sorry. But,
okay, look. Wow. Thanks. This is great.
Yeah.
Wait, let him say it.
Something about away. Yeah, on holiday. Yeah, it was really nice. But it was
Krzysztof,
warm.
Did you I know where you went for holiday. Did you partake in certain substances?
Cocaine.
What are you talking about?
Wait, did you say you were going to Amsterdam?
No.
No.
I went to Czech Republic.
Oh, I was very drunk. Okay, I forgot about that.
I mean, unless you mean beer, then.
I mean, did you? Czech Republic is known for their beers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, of course we're going to drink their beer.
Vodka.
It's quite cool though, because a lot of everywhere, almost everywhere you go, is they drink in these, you get the barrel shaped mugs. And
yeah,
that's how they just serve their beer everywhere, and it's really cool. And there's also so before we left, when we were looking up what are sorts of things that we can do in Prague? Just look up, just to get a general idea of like what we can do. And one of the results that come up was like bathing in beer. And we looked at that,
That would
and
be
we're like,
sticky.
okay, that's probably just some like weird thing that you get like some people are just into, like you know how like people like being cooked in like food or something. It's like okay, but then we kept seeing this come up like beer bath, and it's actually a very popular thing there. So obviously we had to book a session. And it was actually not bad. I mean, it's not literally beer. It's not like they just get fucking Fosters or whatever and just pour that in a tub and there you go. It's like
the only use. To be fair, the only use of Fosters should be for bathing because it is absolute swill.
I don't know. Nah, swill.
I don't know. I said Fosters, but it's like
this is Foster's slander hour. This I just want viewers at home. This episode is brought to you by a different beer to Foster's, probably
Budweiser, Corona, Stella, Peroni. Like,
yes.
literally, you're
Superior
struggling,
beers,
and then I just named like a million.
God.
but
yeah.
I guess the bathing it was it's like if you want to be very technical because it's like in yeast and water and like all this shit, but it's like you end up smelling like herbs. And then by the tubs you got like these taps of like unlimited beer that you can just take. So yeah, it's actually not bad. It's not actually bad. It's not actually bad, even though it sounds a bit like what the fuck.
You didn't become a sticky boy, so that's good.
And he didn't die in the heat.
He didn't die in the heat.
They even said do not take a shower, or you shouldn't take a shower afterwards because of all the herbs and stuff. It's good for your skin.
That's nuts, you know.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, if I can say something, it's good that. Okay, so here's the thing. This next bit that I'm about to say, it was sort of built on the idea you went to Amsterdam, but I fucked it up. So, anyway,
how the hell did you think I went to Amsterdam? Is that just because that's the place that a lot of people go to?
No, you're getting mixed up.
Man, you told me about this trip when I was very drunk. You knew the risk.
No, it's because Owen said we should all go to Amsterdam.
Yes, that is also.
But he also
combined.
He said somewhere else. Then he also said Amsterdam as well. And he was just
like,
he's gonna get blazed.
Combined these two
and
events, and thus
alcohol.
they are the same thing. But actually, as I was saying, so it's a good thing you didn't partake in any illegal substances in the UK. Because the government's just announced new changes to policy where they're going to be able to retract driver's licenses and passports from people who are found with controlled substances. This is an overreach of government. This is such like move towards a police state. Like really, we should be because I mean that's just with the whole Tory leadership,
bro.
The whole Tory leadership campaign going on right now.
Yo, breathe. Slow down.
Hell,
guys,
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Krzysztof.
Breathe.
I thought Krzysztof died in the heat, and you're gonna talk yourself to death.
Guys.
And I'm just gonna be sitting here like, where are my friends at? Like that's what's gonna happen.
Breathe.
This is after. Guys, this is my secret plan, years in the making. This is now a politics podcast, and you're stuck here.
You say I'm stuck here, but the door is right there.
Yes, he can leave at any time. And Krzysztof is not physically in the same room as me. So
He could just press hang up.
Just hang on. Okay, fine. I won't go into politics. It's fine.
Breathe.
Oh, no.
I'm just worried that you
I
Worried about what?
worried about Connor's safety.
Bro, I think I just found Godzilla. Did you hear that? Like, what the hell was that? I need my coke.
Rip to all the headphone users. Oh, God. Okay, but no, we wanted to do a podcast for ages, but we can never come up with a name. And you know what? All the good names are taken because, like, I was going to call it the Young Manses podcast.
Manses,
yes. Because
I don't know if that would have stuck, to be honest.
Yeah, nah.
Okay.
We might change.
Like,
the
as opposed
name.
to what? Because I don't know many people that listen to podcasts of like old men.
Yeah, that's true. Nah,
no,
I'm not gonna like
young...
our current title. To be honest, we might need to work on it. It might change. We might change it because I don't think it sounds bad, but Krzysztof just saying about it possibly sticking is just making me think, would the name stick? Three-way split. Like it works well together, but as a podcast name, would it work?
Maybe. I mean, my friend has this great podcast name, Disagreeable. That's such good. I'm tempted just to steal it. We just steal it from him.
What? Because everyone would disagree.
Yeah, but now that you've said it on the podcast, if that's the name we end up with, then everyone's gonna know that it's actually the name that you just stole.
Oh yeah, I would steal. Look, here's the thing. My plan for this episode originally was to title it "I stole the name Tom" and just call it the thing.
Just call it unagreeable.
Unagreeable with a Kirkland brand.
No.
Thing.
Jesus Christ.
Unagreeable is not a bad name actually. That's actually sort of a good one.
Yeah, it's actually really difficult to come up with names, you know, like, even when I'm doing YouTube, it's just like, do I call it something that is ridiculously obvious or not? Like, when I went to London and I uploaded my vlog, and what day is it today? I uploaded it today, actually. I was like, do I just call it, like, a day in London? Fully capitals, you know, that's what grabs a lot of people's attention, is just seeing a title in capitals with an exclamation marks and a decent thumbnail. You know, so it's just like you do actually think about it when it comes to naming things, and it's just really freaking annoying.
You say about thumbnail, like the thumbnail to this video will be, if I have my way, will be like just like someone going like with their hands against their face doing like little.
Wait, where's this?
That could be my.
If you care to remind us, Conor,
arrows and be like,
where is this?
Died?
If you care to remind us, Conor, where is this lovely podcast available on?
We are currently available on YouTube. We might get like I didn't think how to get this onto Spotify.
I thought it was gonna be on Audible. You said
Audible. What?
You said something like that when you
what
had a
did I
drink
say?
the other
Audible?
day. You said that the other day when you had a drink.
Yeah, exactly. you have to sort of think about the end of that sentence, Joe.
I know what I'm doing when I've had a drink.
Okay, yeah.
I even make vlogs when I'm drunk. So ha.
Yes. Okay. Look. I just want to put this out there. Amazon, if you want to buy this podcast, we will very gladly take any offer at this point. I know you bought MGM for like 100 billion or something like that. We will settle for just 1 billion. 1 billion, Jeff. That's our
do you know what?
offer.
50 million.
Dude, he can spare $1 billion.
MGM.
No, there's no way. Yeah,
MGM. What is that?
They're the people who make James Bond and other things.
Oh, them
Bruh, that's such a high level of like that. What?
Wait, you never heard of MGM?
Listen, allow it, alright. My movie knowledge.
It's the movie studio that has like the lion. Yeah, the one that goes like.
Oh.
Yes.
I love how me and you just like reacted.
I haven't seen.
The film student is dying.
How is that lion doing? I wonder.
I mean, it's definitely dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
It's definitely dead. And it's also CGI now.
They probably accidentally just dropped the circle over his head or something.
I mean, that's not how. Okay, fine.
Come on, that was funny.
Yeah, speaking of movies, what's the most recent film you've all seen?
Oh
Thor,
God,
Thor 4, Love and Thunder.
Same. Krzysztof, are you about to say something fucked up?
No, I was just thinking of the last film.
What do you mean by most recent? Though?
My
most
friends, while we were
watched
in
movie
Prague,
or newest movie
we
you've
watched Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Oh, that's a good film.
Damn straight. I cried at that when I was.
Oh, really? Oh, Conor, I was actually expecting you to not like it.
Look, it's the only good prequel movie. It's like a solid 6 out of 10, but like a solid 6 out of 10 is better than like 3. You know?
I think they were only watching it for the memes though. But I mean, I don't think it's that bad either. I think it's just tainted because it's bundled with the other two.
Yeah.
And
it's
all like, the collective 3 are shit. But I think the third one is quite good.
This movie, and it's like 4 hours long, and it only exists because of the Clone Wars animated series. They basically they did like a proper finale for it on Disney Plus like a year or two back, and someone like edited like the last 4 episodes that line up with the events of Revenge of the Sith, and they sort of edited it together to make like one 4-hour-long movie, and it's amazing. I've seen it, and like it makes the original film so much better.
Well, personally, I like all of the 6 original movies.
Okay. Well, I mean, look. Are we just going to... Actually, you know what? Let's just do hot takes. We have to get this out of the way.
Hot take.
It needs to be said. You know, there's a thing. There's a very controversial Star Wars movie out there. They've got like 1 billion like response video. Oh, the SJW's this and the Kathleen Kennedy that. I just want to say my hot take. Get it out of the way. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is the best Indiana Jones movie.
Damn straight.
Oh shit! I
love that one.
I've never seen it.
It's the best. Look,
so-
it's the only one where he has I think he has a great arc. I like his relationship with Shia LaBeouf. I like that. What's her face? I can't actually remember her name, but the lady from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That says a lot.
And he's like, I love, you're the only one. And I'm like, I sort of hit. Actually, I'm going to defend aliens. I have to go on my little rant now. Okay, hear me out.
Go on.
Okay, so you know how in Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's sort of Judaism, early Christian sort of mythology for why the Ark of the Covenant exists.
Kind of.
And you know how in Temple of
them in
Doom it's Hinduism or the vague Western idea of Hinduism and these sort of things, that sort of stuff. And then the Last Crusade is straight up it's a Crusades Christianity type thing. Here's the thing: those are all set in different periods, and the reason they do that is because in historical fact that Hitler was crazy and was looking in the desert for magic to win the war. That's a whole thing. It's a little fun fact. Okay, if you're going to set an Indiana Jones movie in the 50s, what is the big thing on everyone's mind in the 50s?
Drugs.
What, aliens?
Aliens, yes. My point being, the atomic age and this sort of thing. So actually, aliens makes perfect sense, and everyone's like, aliens are so weird and out of left field. No, it makes perfect sense for the time period it's set in. Anyway,
but at the same,
my TED talk.
Okay, no, I do agree with what you're saying, but you've also got to take into consideration most people don't critique movies as much as you do.
Yes, and most people are wrong. I'm objectively correct.
No, look, I just agreed with you, and I even agree that that's my favorite Indiana Jones.
Correct.
No, not because you're correct, because
Yes,
that's
it
my
is, 'cause I'm
opinion.
correct.
Because opinions, it's all about opinions. You're never correct. It's opinions.
Oh,
Other than technically the 1950 part, that's correct.
Yes.
But I mean,
I guess
it being the best movie, that's your opinion. But it's also my opinion as well.
Oh god.
Oh shit! Two hot takes.
We agree.
Great.
What? Wow, this has never happened.
The thing is though, the audience, they're just there they're agreeing, but they're somehow arguing about agreeing, and it's just they don't notice. We never fucking agree on anything. It's ridiculous.
We have to get to disagree again. Okay.
No.
Yes, this is how you.
See, we're disagreeing right now. Shut up.
Krzysztof, please
I
say
guess
something.
I mean with my opinion on Indiana Jones, I haven't seen. I mean, I've seen the trilogy, but that was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Watching them, and I had the DVD set for the trilogy before the fourth one came out, and I used to watch them a lot. I remember the second one, the Temple of Doom, being my favorite one I think it's just because I just liked how it looked, and I just liked because honestly when you're 6 years old, none of it you're really taking in. You're just oh cool whip, and all that.
That's why I love Catwoman when I was younger.
Is it horny hour? Are we in the horny?
No.
Just gone 7 o'clock.
No,
horny hour time, baby.
Don't bring that up. No.
I mean,
That's mean towards him. Don't bring that up.
Look, we're not.
But no, I actually did used to love the Catwoman movie, minus her outfit in that.
I mean, look, man, look.
Also, I do like the Indiana Jones movie, going back to that, but I'm not a huge fan of them. I wouldn't. If someone says, "Do you want to watch a movie?" I'm not gonna go Indiana Jones.
Yeah, but if someone says, "Do you want to watch?"
Because apparently they've aged. Aged poorly.
Yeah,
I
would probably go sure. I wouldn't be Indiana Jones. I would probably just go sure.
Here's the thing: I am so interested about this fifth movie because there's a chance that this is Blade Runner 2049.
There's a fifth movie coming.
Yes, it's okay. So it's being made by the guy who made Logan, and here's my thing: Harrison Ford was in the best. Well, I mean, it's not really about Harrison. Well, I mean, it sort of is about Harrison Ford's character, but he's not really in it much. The best sci-fi movie of the last decade, Blade Runner 2049. It's so good. I love it so much. And the thing, Blade Runner 2049 has no right to be as good as it actually is. Because why would you make a sequel to Blade Runner 30 years later? What insane man? Not even a man, whelp would think that was a good idea. Anyway, Denis Villeneuve made the best sci-fi movie of the last decade with Blade Runner 2049. I love that film so much. have a feeling Indiana Jones might be able to pull a Blade Runner 2049 in that it becomes like this beautiful, like well-made classic of a film. Because I really like Logan, I like Walk the Line, I like a lot of James Mangold's.
Logan's really good.
Work.
I like Logan.
Is it James Mangold? Okay.
I had to watch Logan twice before I actually properly liked it.
You're wrong. We saw that film together.
What? Wait.
No.
I had to watch it twice. Wrong.
No. The thing is, sometimes you have to have like a second, opinion. Like,
yeah.
And your initial opinion is one opinion, but if you watch something twice, it's your concrete opinion.
You take it in.
Yeah.
I mean,
because the first time I watched it, I did feel it dragged on a bit, and it was just on the run, like the whole film, whatever, But then I watched it again, and I enjoyed it. And that happened with Infinity War as well. I was just like, it's just fucking him looking for the stones, and that's literally what the whole film's about.
You know what?
But then I watched it again, and I was like, yeah. And same with Spider-Man Homecoming. I watched it twice before I actually properly fully liked it.
For me, it was the other way around for Infinity War and Endgame. It's like when watching them in cinemas, I thought these are really sick films. Like these are really good films. But then watching them at home, I think probably because it might be to do with we already know, everyone knows the endings of these films now. But it's just watching it just as a film at home. It's like, Jesus Christ, this is really just dragging on.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know.
Now, what is the movie? Both of you, and I'm going to let Krzysztof answer this one first.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I'll answer, then you'll answer. The movie you've watched that you would say drags on the most, or feels just really long.
Okay, wait, I gotta quickly Google.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm probably gonna have to say Infinity War or Endgame. This is coming from someone that doesn't watch many movies, so most movies I haven't really seen. So maybe my sort of view is really what's it called? Tunnel view, I guess. But actually probably the later Avengers movies, to be honest. I mean, they're not bad. They're definitely not. I could probably, if someone was let's watch Infinity War, or let's watch Endgame or something, I'd be like, yeah, alright, sure. It's good junk food. But,
yeah.
I guess because we already know the story, and we already know, the big reveals, and the big, deaths. You got, all the deaths, and then you got, the actual deaths and stuff, but...
Yeah.
With all that sort of, dead, you're just... sitting there watching all these characters interact, and especially because those are long movies. Those are really long movies.
Yeah, I would say, because I have two actually. One is good, one is bad. My first one that it just felt long and was Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was a great movie in my opinion, but fuck me, it was 4 hours. My ass was hurting when I stood up.
I hate 4-hour movies.
Yeah, I know, but then there was the next movie. Wait, chill. The next one is The Lady of Heaven. That film is absolute dog shit, and it dragged on for so long. The trailer showed quite a bit of action. The trailer I got told to watch, and then the film had maybe 4 action scenes that were 2 minutes long each, and it was just the rest of the film was pretty much just talking.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that film called?
The Lady of Heaven.
Yeah, can we go...
The Lady of Heaven.
Can we go back to
I've never heard of
for
it.
a second? So, actually, Krzysztof, I'll tell you a story. So, this film got horribly, boycotted quite a lot. I think it was, a lot of, Islamic groups being, it's very, blasphemous. Sort of, in the same way, something like The Passion of the Christ got, boycotted all those years ago. But here's the fun thing. I knew about this film before it came out. Because I'm subscribed to JP Flame, or JP Reacts. I can't remember which channel it's on. JP Reacts, because... So someone out of the blue comments on your video saying, "Hey, can you review this trailer?" or something like that. I remember the wording of that comment was really weird, as you just do a little react video. Do you think that person was on the marketing team?
I have no idea, but to be honest, I kid you not, they put that comment on several videos saying react to it. Then I reacted, and then they put it on another thing, and I put, dude, I've already reacted. And then they paid for me to go see the movie. And my girlfriend.
What? They paid for you?
Yes, they paid for me and
okay, no, I think that answers the question, Conor.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, good job, Joe. This big time sponsorship.
Bit of insider information.
Insider trading. I just want Marvel to know, or any film studio, if you want us to react to a movie, please just give us free stuff. We will take it. We will say nice things about. Actually, can we?
I will say nice things about anything because I love everything Marvel, and I'm not just being a sucker.
Can we go back a bit? That thing where Joe said that film wasn't very good. It was actually just a clever joke. We will just say nice things if you give us free stuff 100% of the time.
It was shit. Was so. I respect. Like, I can understand why people that are religious would like it and enjoy it, and I do respect that. That is the one thing I will say about it that is good. But because I'm not religious and whatever else, I did not understand the movie. I got lost about freaking 30 minutes in, and it just got worse and worse throughout the whole movie. I was like, what is happening? And then some freaking woman is on the floor and pregnant and dead. And I'm just like, what is happening? I don't. Then there's a prophet. Then there's a new prophet. And nothing makes sense. And I am ranting because I do not like this movie. I don't rant about movies. Just ask Conor. I don't rant like
this. He does this all the time.
Fuck you. Shut up.
I just want you to know
Dickhead.
This is really an accurate depiction of how it just is to be Joe's friend. He's just always mad all the time. Let's see. Actually, wait. We can. I just got the stats up about this movie. No. Box office $70,000.
Was that it?
That was it. As of June 15th, 2022. Let's see, 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Do you know what? I'm happy it was paid for.
Wait, 70,000. Oh my god.
Low.
Wait, was it like a high budget? Was this like a bit? Is this like a big thing?
No,
this
like
movie
a big movie. It was literally only played in selected cinemas as well. But you know, when a viewer asks
well, I guess if it's like an indie
when
film,
a viewer asks you to do something, you know, I'm gonna try and do it. I don't want to just be like, nope, I'm not doing it. Fuck that. You know what I mean? It's deep.
Okay, wait.
And I don't upload on JP Reacts anymore. By anyone that's like listened to that part, I now upload on just JP Flame, and it's not every day. I wish it could be, but I'm not rich, so yeah.
Wait, let's see. Okay, so the budget is estimated 15 million.
That is very low.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
shit.
a lot. A delivery. Oh, okay, wait. Okay. We're just going on a deep dive now. This is great, and my laptop's being weird, but I'm actually really invested in this now. The film's priority is to defend Sunni Muslims more than it is to depict a Shia Muslim.
See, it even says waste of 15 million on your screen right now.
Yes, it is literally.
I told you it's shit.
Look, okay, actually, very good. We are cards on the table. None of us are Muslim. So I think we're going into, by the sounds of this, we're going into some territory we don't understand. So I'm going to just pull us back a second. We're going down a dark path, I feel.
Yeah, but I'm also not a superhero, and I love superhero movies.
I mean, that's fair as well. Actually, yeah, speaking of superhero, so San Diego Comic-Con's gonna happen in, I think 5 or so days this Saturday.
Do you know Marshall from How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
He apparently is going to be the Thing.
I have this thing.
From
I'm
Fantastic
scared.
Four, the Thing.
Okay, so here's the thing. They're definitely going to reveal the Fantastic Four, right?
Probably.
As of time of recording this, it's the 18th of July. They're definitely going to reveal the Fantastic Four at this. I think it's Saturday or Friday or something like that.
Yeah, so 4 to 5 days.
4 to 5 days from now. Boy howdy. So I'm gonna put this just on the table. One of the characters is not gonna be white, and I'm scared that it's gonna cause the internet to explode. Which is fine. Yeah, it's good. Diversity and all that sort of thing. I really hope though, because look, there is a very big topic about this. People really hope that Ben Grimm is Jewish because the character in the comics is very, very, very Jewish. He has a proper bar mitzvah at one point. It's a very integral part of the character, and people are worried they won't cast appropriately for that because technically the first Jewish character in the MCU was Moon Knight, who is also a very, very Jewish character. His comic counterpart has the only reason he's a superhero sort of is because his dad, who is a rabbi, gets a hate crimed once, and then Oscar Isaac, who did a great job in the series, isn't Jewish, and there's again things about representation and who should be playing who characters. I'm going down a very dark path. Okay, I'm sorry, we've gone down another dark path. Yes, Krzysztof,
you're just
please
going
cut me
and
off,
going
cut me
and
off,
going
Krzysztof,
and
please
going.
just say the first thing that pops into your head.
It's just a bit. I really haven't been keeping up with Marvel. You know, I watched Spider-Man, And I mean, when Spider-Man was coming out, because Spider-Man's like really big, so it's like, okay, I gotta watch Spider-Man, especially with all the other villains, and it's like people were saying, oh, like, is Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire gonna be in it? And it's like, oh well, I'm a big fan of Spider-Man, so I was gonna watch that, but then it's like, okay, maybe for this I should try catch up, so because genuinely, like, after Endgame, I just didn't watch any, like, because it's like, you know, Infinity War, Endgame, it's such a big, you know, climax, such a big thing. It's like, oh my god, like, it's the end, and then, you know, and then it ended, and then it just kept going. It's like, oh my god, guys. So I just literally like lost it. But then for Spider-Man, I tried to catch up. Like, I did watch WandaVision, which I thought was good, and I watched
like, especially if you watch breakdowns.
Shang-Chi?
What's the other one?
Marvel?
What's the one? Captain
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That was dead. That was dead.
I
did not.
I thought that was.
I didn't mind it. Like, I don't.
No, I did like it, but it was just.
Look, we're gonna go down a very.
Yeah, it was okay. It was just more junk food.
No,
move
on,
Krzysztof.
Krzysztof.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yes, it's great.
Yeah. Oh, Multiverse of Madness is really good. I
No.
actually really.
The thing is, I think it was great, but I feel like it did slightly let people down.
Yeah, and you know what? People had too high expectations. I loved this movie. It delivered.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you market like crazy and make it seem like it could potentially be one of the biggest ever Marvel movies.
Yes. Okay.
And then it was just so straightforward and basic for a freaking magician and another kind of magician.
Here's my point. Okay, when this film was announced that Sam Raimi was directing it, I wanted a Sam Raimi movie. I wanted a film that felt like it was made by a director. Okay, here's my thing. Dollar for dollar, John Watts is now a more successful director than like Alfred Hitchcock or Stanley Kubrick. Can you tell me what John Watts I mean, no offense to John Watts, I'm sure he's lovely, but can you tell me what John Watts' directorial style is? Do you know who John Watts is?
Sci-fi.
Yeah, do you know who John Watts is?
Star Wars.
No.
I'm just
Krzysztof,
guessing.
do you know who John Watts is?
I don't know directors.
You've definitely
by
watched
name.
his movies.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I don't know them by name.
The
the
name
Tom
definitely
Holland
rings a bell.
Spider-Man
I've definitely
movies.
seen the
But
name.
can you tell me, like, what is his directorial style? Like, what does he have a flair to his camera? Does he have like a certain weird quirks with like the actors he casts and stuff like that? Does he have like a thing? And like, you don't really get that sense. But Multiverse of Madness, it's dripping. It's a Sam Raimi film through and through. Like, warts and all. There's like bits where like the camera's all like weird and like distorted when they get like poison. Spoiler, they get like Loki. But like,
no more.
It's beautiful, and Bruce Campbell makes an appearance, and I was so happy because I love Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi. Their bromance is lovely.
Fine, okay, you love it because it's a Sam Raimi movie.
Yeah.
But what about a Doctor Strange movie or
it's a terrible Doctor Strange movie. No
there you
friends.
go. There you go. That's what I mean. It lets you down in the Marvel sense because it's so because it's so director focused.
Yeah.
It lets you down in the Marvel sense.
Yeah, but I'd rather be more direct. Actually,
I would prefer an equal balance.
Very funny thing. Like, there's this guy who is in the first Doctor Strange movie, but he's like a very minor character, and he's named after a bigger character in the comics, and he appears in this second movie as well for like one scene. It's right at the beginning of the movie. It's the guy at the wedding who's like, oh yeah, my like wife left me because of that whole like 5-year thing. Yeah, he's like a very important character in the comics, and he gets like top billing. He's on the poster.
Okay, all I'm saying is we're going to move on from Doctor Strange 2 because he keeps saying things even if they're not spoilers. You know what? If Krzysztof wants to see it at all, he wants to go in blind, not with Conor saying everything.
Krzysztof, I'm making you watch this movie. You don't have a choice.
Well, apparently, I know a lot of people didn't like it because a lot of people were skipping the shows.
All you need to know
because
is
they thought, the shows aren't like that important, and then they watched this, and it was like, you have to watch WandaVision, and then it's like, what? But I haven't seen it.
It uses the medium of television to tell a story, and it's actually really clever.
I also love Miss Marvel.
I liked Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel was lovely.
I thought it was going to be freaking dog crap.
And you know what?
It had no right being that good. How was it that good?
Because it has this nice heart to it. It has like a feeling. It has the best dad in the MCU movie. I love that.
What happened? Those parents were calm.
Yeah, they were great. I love them.
Well, at first the mum wasn't so calm, but then the last
but it's like
episode, all of a sudden she's like, I trust you fully.
Yeah, it's a story about intergenerational trauma. It just be like that sometimes. We're just talking. Actually, Krzysztof, we've excluded Joe. We've excluded you for so long by talking about things you haven't talked about. So Konami's just announced that they're going to do something with Metal Gear Solid. What, did you not hear the thing? Like, what's it, the unlisted games are coming back to PlayStation Store and like Xbox and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, they said that they were gonna try like as soon as those. So, I guess a bit of context, is that it was Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. I'm not sure if Peace Walker was affected, but 2 and 3 for sure were taken down the online stores. They were even taken off because I know 2 was on GOG, but not the HD version, like the original PS2 game. Was on GOG, but that was taken down, and it was to do with like the videos, because some of the live action videos that they used of like war clips, they had like 10 years or something, and then that expired, so they had to be taken down. But I remember them saying it's like we are gonna try put it back on, and not because I thought like they might just leave it because it was the PS3 store that was gonna shut down anyway.
Oh man,
you know.
what I wouldn't know the things I would do for like a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. I just want it in that nice. They make that such. No, but here's the thing.
I don't know about a remake.
They have like that nice that Fox Die engine. It's so beautiful.
Do you know what? Actually, I have like you talking about remakes and remasters, right? It's so some games are really hard to do that with. Like for example, like. A lot of people that I don't know loved Tomb Raider when they was young, so I don't know how old that person would be.
Probably in their 30s by now.
Yeah, like if they loved it when they was young and that specific type of music coming in and whatever, you know, they can't just remaster it to give the same feel because you know, like a lot of the Tomb Raiders shared a lot of the same music, and it would just get annoying if they kept remastering it. Like, I'm just saying Tomb Raider as an example. I like played one Tomb Raider game, but I was having a conversation with someone else.
I mean, it's like that with anything. I mean, with me, because I always like to play games because I've got a lot of like older consoles, you know. So for me, I'm never really like, oh, this really needs to be remastered or because if I have access to the original, like it's calm.
To be honest, though, for a lot of things.
But then the whole point of like a game being remastered or remade is just to make it more accessible to people, because a lot of people just only have like the current system and they really want to experience these older games or whatever, but either like they're just genuinely just stuck on older hardware, or like they're too archaic. And like say Shadow of the Colossus, like people praise Shadow of the Colossus all the time. It was never known as like a bad game, but like when you play the remake and you go back to the original, it's like the original is actually very clunky. It's got really clunky controls, so it's like, we can see why they did the remake now. But Bluepoint are actually, they're so on it with their remakes, because you look at the two, and it's one of those remakes where it's like, it's just how you remember it. Where they still make it from the ground up, but it's still like, you know, you look at it and it's like, oh yeah, I used to play that game. But it's like, actually they've like redone it and they make it like really nice.
My point was actually, the person I was talking to, I think they said they wanted a new Tomb Raider game with all the original classic stuff. So, you know, the music, the feel, because they just want to feel like that again. But my point was you won't be able to, because when it was made, you know, it was like something amazing back then and something just like, wow, astonishing, you know, and the audience was like blown away. But you can't just do that if you just make another game and go, here, have the music, you know, you have to make something new. You can't just reuse and reuse and reuse and reuse, because there's. I guess that's why Tomb Raider has been so many
rebooted
games,
like
a lot
2
of them
times.
share the same music, and it's just like, how can you just keep sharing the same music? Maybe if you change it a little bit or something, but nah. I mean, the games are fun. Don't get me wrong, but this is just an example.
I guess the whole thing about like Tomb Raider or the original Tomb Raider, I guess, is that like the whole thing about it was that it was this 3D game, like this 3D exploration game, and like And then it was like I know there's this one encounter. I haven't played the game, but I know about this. It's like the first time you see a dinosaur, and it's like, holy shit, it's a dinosaur. But now it's like a dinosaur comes in. It's like, what the fuck is this? This is a bit random.
On the internet right now that which might actually genuinely be true. That was it in Resident Evil 8. The tall lady, her ass has more polygons than the entirety of Resident Evil 1. And that might actually be true. That's the thing.
What the
like,
hell?
We've come so far in like technology.
Good to know what side of the internet you're on. Jesus Christ.
Sometimes.
No, don't make this weird, bro.
The horny, it leaks onto the internet
Connor,
for
Connor.
reasons.
Bro, I don't know if you could. I know, you are just digging and digging that hole for yourself.
You're gonna get us cancelled. That's
Actually, we were talking about this, Krzysztof. Who is going to get? Actually, we're going to say this. Who's going to get us cancelled out of the three of us? Who of us is going to get this show cancelled?
Okay, out of the first,
I mean,
I don't know if half an hour of this podcast, like from the start till now, who would you say is most likely to get us cancelled?
Viewers, put your vote in the comments below.
That is the
me.
Option, because if you said someone, they'll go, what?
Well, actually, to be fair, full disclosure, we did have to do a whole thing where we got all like our horribly racist and like ableist comments. We just spewed them out so they don't accidentally get into.
No, we didn't. Bro, you're gonna get my YouTube channel cancelled. That's what's gonna. If you get my YouTube channel somehow banned, I'm gonna throw you out a window.
Joe, they're Nazis on YouTube. Like, this is gonna get us cancelled.
No, knowing my luck, something would go wrong. Something. Anyway, back to the question: Who would get us cancelled, Krzysztof?
Actually, no. Okay, let's rephrase the question to the other thing. Out of the five of us, who would be the supervillain?
5.
I mean, like.
Oh, the OG
Yeah,
squad.
the OG crew.
5 of us.
Who would be the supervillain out of all of us? Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. I can't lie, Conor. Probably
I
you.
feel like I was Joe. Yeah, no, I said Joe was like me.
man.
I said me, and Joe was like, nah. But I was sort of like, I feel like I'd be like sort of like a Magneto or like a Poison Ivy, where like they're initially a bad person, just after a while you're like, actually they might have a point, because they'll probably just do evil shit for like political reasons. So that's fun.
No, but
I'm on a list now.
No, when I say political reasons, I mean literally politics.
Yes.
Magneto and that don't do it for politics. They're just evil.
Effie Redendix. Did you miss the part where Magneto was a Holocaust survivor, Joe?
Oh, so if I survived the Holocaust, does that mean I'm political?
Yes, but like he also says time and time again, I've been at the mercy of men who were just following orders.
Yeah, but that means that's literally just saying what he's doing. That doesn't mean he went to find a political person following orders.
Well, I mean, he's not. I mean, you could technically argue, because in the X-Men world, you know, it's the whole like mutants versus like well, not mutant people.
Yeah,
that's
I know,
technically
when I
a
say
political
politics,
war.
I mean, like he would go up to Donald Trump and just blow his head up.
I mean, probably. I mean, yeah.
No, as an example of what I actually meant.
He's very gay.
What?
Yeah, but then that makes it boring.
I read most of the most recent X-Men comics. They're all gay. All of them.
I don't read comics, but my point was...
Also,
No, when I said you would be a political villain, I mean you'd literally walk just straight into like the hall where they're having a meeting and just be like, I'm holding you all hostage.
Yes,
that's what you'd...
Krzysztof would do that. I am Krzysztof. If any government agents are listening to this podcast, the one he's saying would do this is Krzysztof.
It's Conor.
Shut up! Oh god, you've doxed us all. I'm gonna have to.
Nah, don't you dare!
I'm gonna have to make points to get this bit of the thing. Anyway, yes, okay. You know what? I'm censoring some of this, to be honest.
Are you serious?
Unironically, I shouldn't have done that. It's my fault. Sorry, Krzysztof.
Why sorry, Krzysztof? What did Krzysztof do?
Because I just said his full name, and let's just keep our first name base. Look,
you called me Joe, and I introduced myself as JP earlier.
Yeah, but you're.
Yeah, I mean, no. To be honest, my surname is my name is very popular. It's very common.
You're the John Smith of Poland, but you stick out in England.
Of Poland,
not to give away our exact location, but we are not in Poland. That's the clue to our location for the day.
Yeah, like our
Yes,
British
yeah,
accents
but
don't give it
where in
away.
Britain? Where we could be from a lot of places in Britain.
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, yes. We're definitely.
Well, we're definitely not
Essex.
from fucking Geordie. Or...
We governor. We're just a couple of good old chimney sweeps.
You just sound like someone that's from exactly where we are, but about 100 years ago.
I don't know what you're talking about, John. This is my accent. I don't know what I'm doing.
You sound like an idiot.
I
Anyway, I'm gonna take over this podcast and be the one that talks the most now because I don't know what is happening.
Please do.
I have not. Okay.
Yes, we did.
I don't know if we
I never
picked
chose
the
for him to
right
be host
host.
because this was originally my idea, and I was like, I will come up with a name.
Well,
I couldn't come up with a name in 2 seconds, and he was like, let's record. So I had to get someone else to come up with a name, which was you,
Yeah.
Krzysztof.
God,
He rushed the crap out of things, and I was like, no, we shouldn't do it that way.
This is
he
how you make
rushed.
good content.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Do you know in my vlogs I literally sometimes plan the exact words I'm gonna say?
Yes, and that's bad. What's it? I'm
No,
method acting.
no.
I'm method acting.
Lies.
I'm like my
Okay,
hero.
audience, he is lying to you
Like
because
my hero,
when
Jared Leto, I'm a method actor.
he is lying to you.
It's morbing time, Joe. It's
when
morbing.
before the
Yes.
before this podcast,
Connor,
No.
before this podcast, I made the joke
Breathe.
about Krzysztof dying in the heat. Like, I literally made that joke, nothing to do with the podcast, and he's like, "You're gonna constantly bring that up in the podcast," and then he made me bring it up by saying whatever the hell he did earlier. See, he is not method acting. He's scripted some of it.
I'm a master manipulator.
Everything I've said in this podcast, actually, I've not planned it. I've just said it. Like that lady of Heaven part.
this entire podcast has been scripted.
See, actually,
It's
here's
all
the thing.
been in.
We've never actually met each other before this. Like,
I am
so
right next to Conor right
My
now,
name,
so he's
my
also
name
lying.
is not actually Conor. I answered like a Craigslist advert that
His-
Joe here made. He just didn't have any friends. We're just both paid actors.
I don't even know what to say right now. Like this guy, what has happened? Like,
I have
like
no-
no, like literally, you was having normal podcasty type conversations for people like us, and then it just went down and down and down and down and down into.
The fun zone.
No, that
Yes.
just reminds me of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes.
That's a good scene. Do not ruin that.
We are in the fun zone now. It's
No.
weird.
Krzysztof. Fair
You've
enough.
seen Brooklyn
Never seen
Nine-Nine?
Brooklyn
He
Nine-Nine.
probably hasn't seen anything on E4.
Yeah, I've
Have you seen Killing It?
No.
Have you seen How I Met Your Mother?
What the hell is killing it?
Have you
I
seen
mean,
Two Broke
sometimes
Girls?
when it was on TV, but that was like a lot
Have
of
you
years ago.
seen New Girl?
No.
I like New Girl. Yeah.
The Big Bang Theory. And if
New
you say no,
Girl,
I'm about to
no.
like somehow get to your house in 2 seconds and just spam you in the forehead.
I did.
can't think of
My
any
mum
more
used to
E4
watch that on
shows.
TV.
I've kind of
and
juiced it out.
I'd
now.
watch
that,
it.
That was
like,
quite a lot. Oh, Baby Daddy. That's another
I've
one.
never even heard of that.
It was a good show actually. Shut up, Krzysztof.
I
Don't
mean,
be terrible.
actually, we gotta talk about shows. God, oh man, I love Mr. Robot. It's so good.
I've only watched about 5 episodes.
Re-
I didn't continue
Going-
only because of the length.
Oh, it's so.
That's
keep
actually a
watching
show I've
past
been-
the
I've
first-
been meaning
like,
to
the first
watch.
half of the first season's a bit slow.
No, I found it good. I found it great.
Yeah, but you sort of need to keep going, and like season 2 is the slowest. Actually, can I answer that question like from a million years ago? Where you're like, what film goes on for like ever? The film is actually a TV series. It's called Mr. Robot Season 2. Boy, howdy, is that series so... That season is so slow, and it's so bad, because like season 3 and 4 are just perfect. They're so well paced, they're so well made, they're just great. You have to sort of slog through season 2.
Bro, has this been an hour already?
Yes, and we're keeping going. See, that's my
Right.
point.
Okay.
What the? Oh, wow. Okay. Jesus Christ, it's been an hour. What is your favorite TV show? Going back to the subject of like media-related stuff. I'm gonna say media. I mean TV shows,
Ooh,
movies.
that's
You know.
a question.
Oh no, I can't even. That's a stupid
haven't seen
question
that
for
I
me.
really
I know what my
haven't seen
favorite
that
show
many.
is.
Krzysztof, what's your favourite show out of the small pool of shows you've seen?
Pornhub live section.
Right now, I've been watching I resubscribed to
Oh.
Funimation. I don't really watch anime, but I do play a lot of video games. And
Castlevania.
There's an anime
That's
called
Netflix. I'm an idiot.
Danganronpa 3.
He's going into anime. He's going into the Danganronpa.
I want to
Danganronpa.
watch that.
Danganronpa. I'm not going to say much about Danganronpa, but to sort of say, it's like there's Danganronpa 1, there's Danganronpa 2, which are both video games. Danganronpa 3 is an anime, so I guess they kind of just gave up. But then that's weird because they did make a third game later on, but called Danganronpa V3 because I guess 3 was already taken. But that's what I'm watching right
Hey,
now,
Krzysztof,
and
remember
I've
you said you weren't going to go on a
enjoying it.
Danganronpa rant?
So, but
Then leave him be, man. I'm
I'm
enjoying this
just
conversation.
I'm not going to go
I mean,
into like the content of the.
I mean,
It wasn't a conversation because he was talking.
One-way
What he-
conversations, nice.
Hey, that's what you've been doing this whole time.
That's fair.
And do you know what Conor was doing? He was pretending to put a gun in his mouth when you was talking. He is rude. We should kick him out for the next episode.
I'm the
Invite someone else. Kick Conor out.
Yeah, Joe, how are you gonna record this episode?
I'll get Krzysztof to do it. He has a laptop. Krzysztof has a laptop.
Oh wow, oh.
No
Nice,
way.
You didn't think of that, did you?
No, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure like everyone in the group pretty much has a computer or a laptop,
They
other
do.
than me.
But I really don't have much like show. Actually, no.
Oh,
You know what?
no.
I used to watch
Yes.
Fresh Prince of
Fresh
Bel-Air
Prince
as a
is
kid.
so good,
so I'm
man.
gonna
I
say
cried at that last episode. Sorry.
Oh, same.
What?
I like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's great.
I didn't expect that. Oh, nah. Even the new Fresh Prince is sick.
Oh, I
so
haven't
good.
seen it yet.
Oh man, it's so good. But also with the new Fresh Prince,
What's the
Yeah, okay,
situation
so
with?
there was,
Wait,
like, a
what?
trailer
Is that a
about, like-
movie?
About
or
like
what?
3 or 4 years ago, there was like a sort of fan trailer made. It was basically just a short film, basically. Then Will Smith saw it and he really liked it. So basically, he got in touch with like the guy and like he's an executive producer. They made like this series. Joe's just gone off to the loo, so we have to entertain the audience, Krzysztof.
I'm sure.
Okay, quickly, Krzysztof,
That's
say something
fine.
funny. Do it.
You're putting me on the spot.
How was your day? How was your day?
Will Smith.
Oh.
I had a very
Okay.
interesting day.
What happened?
Very interesting. Yeah, it was alright. Just got back home.
How
It was
how is it
very,
interesting?
very sunny. It was very hot.
Say,
I don't know.
Krzysztof, we talked about yes and
Just-
yeah.
Just I'm just I don't know why I said that. It's not much has been going on, but yeah, just been chilling. I've mainly just been like I don't know, recovering from my trip back and such.
My favorite
what's your favorite show?
That's a question. I'd probably just say Doctor Who because it really doesn't mean so much to me. But like, if I don't, I will go on my Doctor Who rant.
I am
another
back now.
time. What's the best show? I really like a show called The Leftovers. That's a one you probably never heard of. It's really good.
I love Leftovers, man. Like, next morning pizza is so
No,
good.
Basically, the way I can explain Leftovers is imagine if like. Basically, it's sort of the idea. It's not at all related to Marvel, but like this is by coincidence. This is sort of a good metaphor. Imagine if they made like a show about like how really sad life would be if like a lot of people just suddenly disappeared with no seeming explanation. It's such like a well written. Is the thing about the show is I'm gonna say some words and you need to just sort of listen to me because basically it's such a well written like drama about dealing with grief and like the idea of like how people process such unimaginable tragedy and like they all sort of like fall out of this. It's so like well made and meticulous in its world building and like there's some absolute stellar performances from the likes of like Christopher Eccleston. He gives like the performance of his career as this guy called Matt who's just such a nice guy who just gets shit on at every possible junction. It's great. I love it so much. And then there's like an episode in one of the last season where the main character has to get into a nuclear war bunker using his penis as a unlocking device. Because obviously, this nuclear war bunker has a penis-shaped lock. This is not even a
Do you
joke.
know what's hilarious? Although it's just a TV show, it's not something you're making up.
I swear.
Throughout this whole podcast, you have still somehow said the most weirdest stuff out of all of us. Like, and you're not even making that up. That's genuinely just a TV show.
That actually.
What
show
show is
is
this
not
available?
about...
No, I mean, what platform
Now
is it
TV.
available on? Did you say like Pornhub?
No.
Or something?
What did you say?
Now TV. It's on Now TV.
What did you say, Krzysztof?
Porno. It's not about the penis lock. It's about the journey to the penis lock. Look, it's a really good show, unironically.
You sure I don't need a
No.
Pornhub
you need
premium
Brazos, mate.
It's
membership?
really good. It's really, really good. On the off chance Tom is listening to this, I'm sorry, man. You shouldn't have sold me the show by bringing up the penis lock first. I just have to bring it up every time I talk about this brilliant, brilliant show. It's so good. It's really well written. I do love it. It's a great show. What else would be my favourite show? Oh God, I've watched so many good TV. We're in a golden age of television.
Nah, you're telling me, man. Damn straight.
I said Mr. Robot, didn't I? I really like the Umbrella Academy.
Yes.
I think the first season's a bit slow at the start. Like as it keeps going, it gets better.
I will happily say season 2 can suck an ass.
Season 2's so good.
They're the same plot.
Yes,
They're the
it's like
exact same
subconsciously
plot.
the same plot, but
Yeah, but no,
better.
season 3 makes it better because it actually changes things up.
I
That's
haven't-
why
I
they
haven't
did it.
finished season 3 yet.
No, because season 2, it was pretty much the same thing, and that is probably why they changed it up so much. Because
Yeah.
people probably complained it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, season 3 does have this slight. I don't want to say problem because obviously good for him, but like it does have this thing like very suddenly the character that Elliot Page plays suddenly has to transition, which obviously good for him. I guess should we just say outright that like trans rights are human rights? We're not a transphobic podcast.
We're nothing phobic.
Yes, exactly. So we just want to say that.
Other than
straight-
spider-phobic, because I don't like spiders, they can go away.
Yes.
No, I'm joking, because
this
someone
is
might, you know, okay. I'm gonna shut up before this gets bad.
This is a safe space. But like, there's this thing basically where like suddenly the character transitions because obviously in between making season 2 and season 3, Elliot Page came out and he had like a lot of like obviously top surgery. And he's living his best life. Good for him, and he does a good job. I do actually think he's one of the best characters.
Victor Hargreaves.
Yes, exactly. But like suddenly his character, like, it does come a bit out of nowhere. And it's a bit clunky, but also like. To be fair,
I thought it was fine.
I think
it went smooth.
To be fair, give the writers their due credit, this is a very uncharted territory. I think this genuinely might be the first example of a show having not like having a trans character, but having a character who transitions in the narrative because like the actor transitions. This might actually be. This is definitely like the first like high profile incident of that happening. So, it's obviously obviously they're in like groundbreaking territory. So like. We don't know how to handle these things, and I think it's a bit rushed, but like also, I guess it's better than the alternative of either not acknowledging it or otherwise having like Elliot Page being like that awful wig for the entirety of season 3.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Umbrella Academy, but this is something that I have heard of, and
Yeah.
they have handled it quite well.
It's a great
Which is good to hear.
Yeah, no, I'd say it's great, but like.
You're wrong about season 2.
No, can you stop telling me I'm
You're
wrong,
wrong.
bro? It's an opinion. It's an opinion.
But did you see the scene where they have like the happy dance?
No, I didn't say the whole.
salon?
I didn't say the whole of the season shit. I didn't say every single scene is shit. What I
Okay.
said is I'm not a fan of season 2 because it's the exact same thing as season 1. The plot is the exact same. The supposed quote unquote enemy is the exact same. It just has a few more things.
Yes.
It's like Call of Duty. People crap on a lot of the games because it's the same as the last one, just a few more things. Like, and I will happily crap on Call of Duty as well. Some of them are great, but then there's stuff like Advanced Warfare, which was absolute dog crap. Like, no, get out of here with that. And Infinite Warfare as well.
Yeah. Krzysztof, please say something. You've been very quiet.
I
this
don't
is
really
why I
have
said
much.
Nick and out.
I mean, I've never seen Umbrella Academy. I just know.
It's like basically the
people
way I
have
can explain it's
superpowers or
a sort of
something,
extrapolation on like the concept of like the X-Men or that sort of thing, of like the idea of like having like a bunch of kids be superheroes and like how that would sort of screw up a person. Yeah.
Hmm.
Good.
I mean, it
he's a
sounds
game
interesting.
guy.
It's just,
Okay, great. Game.
it's just such a commitment to. It's just such
yeah,
a commitment
he's a
to like
gamer.
watch a show for me. I don't know.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
But Joe, what's your favorite
Yeah,
show?
I like that last season. I mean, obviously you had to sort of. Was it?
I have problems with the last 2 seasons, but only because the last season they 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
The last
100%
season was a
rushed
different
it as
studio,
well, and
wasn't
they
it?
tried to just shove every single joke into 2 or 3 episodes at the end, like from past seasons. And a lot of the Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans, like me, enjoyed it. But also, I'm smart enough to know when it clearly is rushed, and it's just like sometimes it's like a bit much. Like in the new Thor film, there is a running joke through the whole film, and it's too much. Like if they made the joke a few times, okay.
Yeah.
But they made it so many times, and it got just ridiculous. I'm not gonna say what it is, but
I think.
let's just say Stormbreaker and Mjolnir.
Oh, you didn't mean that joke. Oh, you meant a different joke. Okay.
No, I meant Stormbreaker and Mjolnir.
There's
Yeah.
a different joke. Okay. Actually, look. Okay.
Oh my
Think
God.
about spoiler free. Think about For Love and Thunder. It's a very uneven film because there's this one bit where like some of the jokes don't land, and there's some of like emotional stuff generally does land quite well. I'd rather have more of the emotional stuff because that's sort of why I wanted Taika Waititi to make, because I knew what they were adapting from the source material.
But do you see what I mean now? Because the other day I literally said to you, personally, I believe his comedy is hit or miss.
Yeah.
And you don't like this movie's comedy.
Okay, look, this is not a spoiler. There's this one like blink and you miss it joke that like really epitomizes what I mean. Is they go at one point, you see Korg, who's like a man made of rocks, and you
Piss
see
off, Ghost.
you see his god, who is also a man made of rocks, sitting on like an iron throne made out of scissors.
Fuck's sake.
You get the joke there. And, like,
Do you not realise they was talking about a rock named Dwayne as well?
Oh.
Yeah, no, exactly. But like the funnier joke is, in my opinion, the guy sitting on the rock. The thing is, the rock man is sitting on the iron throne made of scissors.
He's crushing scissors, yes.
Yes, exactly. It's very. That's sort of joke.
You do realise in Thor Ragnarok, Korg made a rock, paper, scissors joke as well?
Yes, I know. It's also like the the rock man was defeated by paper in his revolt. it's that sort of joke that I love so much. But
Ragnarok.
Unfortunately, quite a lot of the thing in that film aren't on that sort of level, and it feels a bit like, oh, okay.
What do you mean, Krzysztof? You just went Ragnarok like that?
No, I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
Ragnarok is one that I have seen, and although I did watch it quite a while ago. I've only seen it once, and I watched it
I'd
like
say it's good.
literally like a few years ago. I remember thinking it wasn't all that. I don't know. I remember people like really liking it, being like it's one of the better Marvel films.
Krzysztof,
and
you're
stuff. I remember
wrong.
watching it
You're
and
wrong.
I was like,
You're
I mean,
wrong
it's
and
okay, but
No, I wouldn't say it's wrong. It's his opinion, but
No, you're.
I will say,
are a bad boy.
I'm a bad boy.
If he watched Thor 1, 2, then 3, he would see the appeal.
Yeah.
Personally, I like 1 and 2.
Now I've seen. I guess to be fair, I have now watched the one. Actually, yeah, I watched 1 and 2. But like after Ragnarok was the first. Yeah, I've seen these films in
Legit.
such a weird order, but like I've seen 1 and 2 now after Ragnarok.
Yeah, no,
but Thor
I
1
I
isn't
Thor
that
1
bad.
is fine.
I think it's
My
quite
problem
good.
with Thor 1 is the Dutch angles. That's literally it.
I
Yeah, I
thought
like
it
Thor
was.
1.
I thought it was quite funny. It's like Kaz is like mug, and he's like, I like the strict.
The only thing I don't like
Another.
about the original-
It's
well,
like,
one
oh,
scene I don't like. Not the only thing. One scene I don't like about the original movies is at one point they're like summoning the Bifrost in that golden dome area.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. Or something. I can't remember. But Thor's dad screams at Loki. But no one remembers this scene. He literally just points at him and goes, "Hang!" like that. And it's so fucking weird. Like, no one remembers that scene.
This is Anthony Hopkins, to be honest, man. This is
I'm not-
Anthony Hopkins.
I'm being serious.
If Anthony Hopkins pointed at me and went, hang, I would just die instantly.
I would
out of respect for the
like,
man.
I'm not saying it's a bad scene. It's just no one remembers it, and when you watch it, you're just like, "What the hell just happened?" Like, oh my god. And also, I have, Thor 4 I do have problems with, but I can't discuss because spoilers. But
Would you say it's 4-4?
no, Thor 4 more 4.
It's 4. Would you say it's 4-4?
What are you saying, Krzysztof?
Yeah,
Krzysztof, it's.
I got it the
4-4.
first time.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end it there because it's been quite a while, and I don't know how podcasts this long do well on YouTube.
They do well.
So thank you for watching Three-Way Split, and we were still working on that name, but it's been your boy JP and Krzysztof and Conor.
We do need. We need guys. Krzysztof, good job. But I need
Speaking Krzysztof.
Don't stop recording. We need to end on a cliffhanger to bring the audience back, like for the next podcast. So, does anyone want to say something dramatic to like end us on, and then we can have like the dramatic resolution in the next episode?
Come back to the next video, or you're all gonna die.
Oh my God! There's bees!
No.
We're being attacked by bees.
Just have the normal ending.
We're being attacked by bees.
Just have the normal ending.
Goodbye, audience.
No, we're having the normal ending. No, dead.
Okay, say last thing you want to say, Joe.
Cut that last bit out. That's my last thing.
Krzysztof, last thing you want to say.
Krzysztof, agree with me, please.
I haven't seen any bees today.
I'm going for this.
Even though it's been really hot.
Anyway, goodbye.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you adding that in?
Maybe.
Oh no.
Goodbye. Bye.
Yeah, I already said bye like ages ago.
Krzysztof, say bye.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hello there.